The first notice arrived tucked under my windshield wiper like a scarlet letter. The HOA claimed my work truck, parked neatly in my own driveway, was an eyesore that brought down property values. They demanded I move it, citing some vague rule about non-commercial vehicles only. The truck wasn't plastered with gaudy signs or equipment. It was a modest pickup with a small business logo on the door. It was my livelihood, the tool that put food on the table. Still, the board decided it didn't belong in their picture-perfect fantasy. At first, I ignored the letters, assuming common sense would prevail. But the warnings escalated. Fines were threatened, then imposed, each one more aggressive than the last. Neighbors began whispering about property standards and keeping the neighborhood clean. Behind it all, I could see the smug face of the board president, a self-appointed enforcer who treated every cracked sidewalk and lawn ornament like a personal affront. One morning, I stepped outside to find the truck gone, vanished. In its place was a fresh oil stain and a towing notice taped to my front door. The HOA had followed through on their threat, claiming my vehicle violated community bylaws. My blood boiled. They hadn't just overstepped, they had crossed a legal line. Instead of raging, I got to work. I pulled out my homeowner documents, reviewed the bylaws, and made a discovery that changed everything. Nowhere did the rules ban commercial vehicles parked in driveways. The restriction only applied to street parking. My truck was perfectly compliant, and the board had no authority to remove it. To make matters worse, state law required proper notice and court approval before towing a vehicle from private property. The HOA had neither. Armed with this, I hired an attorney. We filed a lawsuit not only to recover the cost of the tow, but also for damages, harassment, and unlawful interference with my business. The board scoffed at first, convinced their power was untouchable. That confidence evaporated when the evidence stacked up against them. Copies of the bylaws, photographs of where the truck had been parked, and record from the towing company painted a clear picture. The HOA had acted outside its authority. When the case went before a judge, the ruling was swift and brutal. The HOA was ordered to pay restitution, cover my legal fees, and compensate me for lost work days. By the end, their reckless power grab had cost them tens of thousands. The board president who started the crusade resigned in disgrace, leaving behind a fractured reputation and a furious neighborhood. As for me, I drove my truck back into the driveway with a sense of victory. It wasn't just about the money. It was about proving that bullies in positions of power could be held accountable. The HOA thought they could intimidate me into submission. Instead, they learned the hard way that they picked the wrong fight.